I wish I could wake up and it'd be all a dream. I wish that I was a little girl again.
Or Denise. Denise, where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Denver, Colorado.
Tell me about your family growing up.
It was kind of hard. I had a single mom. My mom was a single parent. And it was okay as we were younger. But as we got older, as for me, I got into a lot of responsibilities that I didn't feel like I should have. My mom, she started going out a lot, and she would come home late, and it would be different men with her. And I guess being the oldest girl, they figured it was okay, her men friends feel like it was okay to make a pass at me. But my mom would never believe me for some reason. You know, I always thought because she treated me so different was because of my dad. When they were together, he used to be abusive to her. And then after he left, it's like, it was my fault, I think. As I got older and like having the men touch me and trying to talk to somebody about it, it didn't do no good, you know. I was scared to tell any authority about being touched. So I kind of like hid it, and as I got 14 and 9 months, I left home. I've been on my own since I was 15. And I thought that being with a man was where I would find comfort and security at, and I never did. And I haven't till this day. I've been molested. I just wish I could break free from the things that I've been through. I left Colorado running from an abusive guy. And it just seemed like the flashbacks of being out here, and I still think it's okay for a man to touch me. It's not, because it's not real. I know I don't understand, like, I haven't contacted my mom. I haven't had any, like, communication really since I was 23. I'm 51. It's like, I'm just here by myself, you know. I ask myself why, but who's to ask why, and I don't get no answer back. I just think that my mom not listening to me and going through like being touched, and my older brother even touched me. He's gone now. Would there be any truth on my side, or would they just think that I was saying things for attention? I have 4 children. My oldest died. All different men, but it didn't get no better, because it was like I was a whore. I was just sleeping around with men. Like, it wasn't like that. I just wanted someone to care about me, to make me feel okay. I've tried like to talk to women in groups, but it doesn't seem like any of them have been where I've been. You know, having men touch you and you're so afraid to say something. I can't, like, when I sleep at night, I have like nightmares of like flashbacks of different men and places I've been. Sometimes I feel like I'm worthless, you know. I got introduced to drugs by the men.
They give it to me and say it will make me feel better. And it doesn't do anything really but just ruin my life. Leaving here and being there, you think that you get away from one abuse. It's like always abuse behind it. If you don't want something, it happens anyway, you know? And I don't think that anyone would find the truth because of the way my life's been. I've been here, there, sleeping, prostituting my body for drugs because I'm addicted. I have grandbabies now I don't even get to see. They don't know me, you know? Like, it was like I'm an outcast. Like, nobody wants to believe Denise, what Denise has to say. I mean, do I be quiet? I'm 51 years old who wants to listen. I have one girl, and I hope she doesn't go through what I've been through. You know, not having a mom around, run to all the wrong things. I'm scared to be by myself. I don't like the abuse, but being alone, I don't like neither. So sometimes I just accept the things, you know. I wish I could wake up and it'd be all a dream. I wish that I was a little girl again. Sorry.
It's all right. Drugs have been a part of your life?
It's been a part of my life since I was 15. I was introduced to crack cocaine at 15 years old by one of the men I thought was protecting me. It was fine at first. It was like a big uncle, and then it was like touching, and it's okay to make you feel better. It doesn't. I have COPD behind smoking, where I take inhalers and a breathing treatment every other day, and it leads into what you call drug-induced seizures. And it's like I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. I just wish I could have a normal life, you know, away from the street life. It's like, it's scary when I sell my body for my addiction because I've been through so much. Like, I've been raped, I've been left for just, oh well, one guy see my stretch marks and got mad at me, and he used tools and put tools inside of me and told me that I was an unfit mother. In a closet, I'm gonna come out, but I'm scared. I've been a little bit everywhere. I've been to Seattle.
You're living on Skid Row?
Yeah, I'm on Skid Row.
Where do you stay?
I've been there since December.
Where are you staying, in a tent, or do you have an apartment?
I finally got a tent, and it's a little dome tent, and actually I just tripped into it like 4 days ago and broke the little arch. The black thing right there is bigger than my tent. I have things inside it holding it up, cardboard holding it up.
Are you still entertaining men for money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, there's a couple of men that in my past have tried to just take me away, but I don't know what is right and what's wrong. You know, I think it's so scary. I say no, or I say yeah. When I say yeah, I sabotage it because I don't know if it's for real or not. Sometimes I think I'm gonna get paid, the money gets taken back, and I can't call the police, and say yeah because what I'm doing is wrong anyway. They really don't care about us on Skid Row, the ones. I mean, I don't feel like I'm being my background. Like you tell them what you've been through. Like I'm physically, mentally, I'm scorned. I'm scared of men, but I draw to them because I want to feel protected. And it turns out all for their need. Some of them got to be abusive. Some of them I stayed with. If I didn't do this right, I wouldn't be able to eat. Let's just steal out stores. I mean, I don't even know how to carry myself like a 51-year-old should because I'm still lost. No, I didn't raise my kids.
How many kids do you have?
Huh?
How many kids do you have?
I had 4. My oldest son died of fentanyl. This was his first time. His first time was his last time. And that was 3 years ago, and I haven't even dealt with none of that. He was my first. He was like my little doll, I loved him, and he loved me. I think that's the most love I've ever felt, other than my grandfather when he died when I was 19. But when my son passed away, I just, giving up, even though I have the other kid, he's not there anymore. I still think about him, and out here I see boys. My son would have been 35, August 27th. And my mom, I was out here in 2003. I came back here because it was something I felt safe to be at after being gone. I couldn't even reach my kids if I wanted to because their last name's Ward. And I just found that out 2 years ago. I have a family that I would like to get to know. A family, my children. Am I gonna just be lost forever, I don't know. Can a girl that's a woman now forgiven for sleeping with all kind of men? I don't know. But it makes me feel ugly and used. I've got to, I look at my hands, I look at my scars from getting hit on or trying to get away. I wish I didn't have them. There's some tissue.
Sure.
I tried to quit the drugs. It just, the memory, remembering what I've been through hurts so much. I just want to medicate everything away.
If you had your life to live all over again, what would you have done differently?
I probably would have made the decisions that I did. I really don't know, because at one time I was like my mom's right hand. She was my everything. I wanted to be just like my mom, and I kind of did turn out like her. She worked in a bar. I worked in clubs. She was a waitress. I was a dancer. She made fast money with selling weed. I tried to sell drugs, even though I was using them like behind the scene. Nobody knew. Nobody knew until I was 23. I just let him know when I started. I would wear 2 pair of pants, try to cover it up, you know. My daughter seen it. She seen that, like, my normal weight is 210. And I'm like 132 now. So I don't even feel like I'm half of a person I used to be. You know, as you get older, it's hard to gain the weight and to keep the weight at a, yeah. I feel worthless unless I'm all in disguise and people are paying attention to me just because of the way I look or for something that they want.
What would you say is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret was leaving home when I started running away, looking for love in all the places, looking for love in men. I just wish, like, I let my children do, but I wish I wouldn't have had them. Like, I was a single mom, had 3 kids at 19 and my last at 21. So, that was hard. I think if I would have waited and did like find a man as I got older, like I dropped out of school, I only finished 9th grade. I'd be looking like, I look at people I went to school with, or I see people my age and what they have and what I don't have. And
What are you afraid of? What do you worry about now?
worry about my children or my grandbabies knowing me, like my children forgiving me and not knowing my grandbabies. I have 6 grandbabies, 1 grandson and 5 granddaughters. They don't even know me. They think my mom is grandma. I'm grandma and she's Nana. I'm afraid to even face them, like, to tell them I'm their grandma. I don't look like a grandma. I look like some of the streets that they see on TV.
Do you have any good memories of your life?
Yeah. Like, when I was young, we took pictures at Kmart. I used to go to the park with them and make hot dogs. I took them to the zoo. And when Tashana was 8 and Derica was 9, I disappeared for 12 years, running. Just to run back to the same thing. I mean, I got married at one time to my pastor's son, and he was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde himself. It was like everything that I did was not right, you know. He had the silver spoon in his mouth. I had the plastic spoon, as to say, you know. I was never good enough. You know, they always complained. It was his parents and him did everything, like pay rent, pay, so they had the choice to come over and tell us. Now, he was younger than me. I just thought I'd marry. I married for money and see if I had support, is what it was. We only had 1 kid. The other 3 were just a package with me. And that didn't work. It's like my past, I thought that I could bury the past, and it kept coming up, you know. People find out that I used to hoe, I used to dance, prostitute, and it made them, you know, it made the church family look bad. So me and religion to this day, I'm just like, huh. I know there's something higher, of course, but as for me, because they overlooked it, nobody's seen what I went through.
Do you have friends now?
Associates, I say. I have Miss Jackie. I call her Mama Jackie. She stays in the Ford. I have Stacks. I just met the lady. I have a few people that I can talk to, but like some of them are even abusive, meaning they say harmful things, like, and it brings back memories, you know. I try to say to myself, but don't say too much to myself. You know how Skid Row is. You better fit in or drown, one of them. Mm-hmm. I don't like the rats and I don't like the roaches. I mean, we don't have them in Denver, where I was. We had little roaches. These were like power roaches. Mm. And the mice, they're not scared of you. When I hear, it's just like, you know, I've never had to live like I'm living now. You know, I'm going to the bathroom in a bucket or squatting behind a tree if I can't get in the park, or the one bathroom stall that's on the corner is taken up.
Is this your lowest point right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hanging in there. I know there's always something that tells me to keep fighting. No, keep going.
Denise, let me ask you one last question. What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
That being alone, you should never wish it. I always say, I wish you guys would just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I'm left alone. It's scary, you know. You can't call mom. You can't call dad.
You're on your own now.
Yeah. 51 years old on my own and don't know nothing.
All right, Denise, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Uh-huh.
I wish you lots of luck out here. Thank you. When I was designing the first Softwood Underbelly book, I realized that there were so many great portraits that weren't going to make it into that book. They just wouldn't fit. And once I saw how well that first book sold, I knew I'd have to design a second book. This second book is finally ready to ship. Like the first one, this book has a collection of some of the best portraits from Softwood Underbelly, accompanied by a quote from that person's interview. This book features another group of Rebecca portraits, as well as a collection of color images of the Whitaker family, and plenty of others. You can order yours for $125 or $150 for a signed copy at softwoodunderbelly.org. Again, like the first book, once this book is sold out, I will not be printing more of them. The portraits are what Softwood Underbelly is all about, and these two books contain the best of all that work. Thank you for watching.